Hi, this is at 16, and this is another episode of my campaign. Now, I'm defending this small fort made of wood against a pretty large army. And while they are pretty large, I have pretty good troops to face them, so I'm not totally worried there. At the same time, they have some artillery, which I hope will waste their ammo pretty quickly. And at the same time, what this means is that in the best condition, I should not put my troops just by the wall, because as the wall will get destroyed, it will fall on my troop and kill many of them for no reason. So I'll just leave my troops outside of the wall area, and we'll see if that helped me at all. Also, I don't know if the enemy has naval bombardment. That's a possibility, although I don't think they do, so we'll see over time. Now I'll deploy my troops all around the place. I have a general bodyguard here. Okay. Now let's see what happened. Okay, nice. The enemy mostly attack from that side. And is there a cannon there? Yes, there is. Okay. So the enemy are shooting with artillery on that side. They're destroying my towers. At the same time, on that side there doesn't seem to be any artillery, so I'll put my troops on the wall, hoping to repel the enemy there. Okay, what else is going on here? Okay, they seem to target this unit here, so what I'll do is I'll form a square behind this building and hope for the building to take all the punishment. Or recently switch target as well. Okay, so the enemy seem to be targeting at least 2 of my units. So I'll move them out of the way. And how about replacing this guy here? So it's just about hiding behind cover, as you can see. Same time here, my troops are likely out of range. And most of the enemy shell are hitting this tower here, which is a good thing, even though the tower is already destroyed. And I guess I'll deploy my troops on the wall. Sadly, it seems I will need to perhaps reduce the size of my regiment in order for them to be safer. Some time here. No, I won't deploy this guy on the wall. Okay, the enemy doesn't seem to fire on me, so I guess I'll send my troops on the wall. And here I have a couple of troops here remaining, but here I'll deploy them on Neil line. Need fire, I mean, or what is it? Neil firing, fire. Oh boy! As you can see, when the wall gets destroyed, you lose quite a few troops. I don't know who designed this defensive area, but they really should have moved the ground down. That would have been really appreciated. That reduces the amount of casualties the enemy will suffer. And what are these? Line infantry. Okay, so the enemy seem to be focusing their attention here. So I guess I'll wait for them up there. I'll bring my spear levy in order to support my line infantry. And here I'll deploy a couple of troops in order to face the enemy as they climb the wall. At the same time, I have a couple of Levy garrison infantry, which I guess I'll deploy here to support as well. On that side, the enemy doesn't seem to do much. Yeah, these are not particularly good troops. So the situation is fairly secured. Enemies are climbing, and these are line infantry, so they're not anything better or worse than my own troops. So I'll engage my men here in order to overwhelm the enemy number. And I guess I will pull back my line infantry. I'll redeploy them here in order to preserve their number. And I'll let my spear levy at fighting the enemy. Okay. What else is going on? So far it's clear that the enemy has a hard time capturing the wall. So that means I'm in good position, and this is all due largely to the fact that I have pretty good troops, which are line infantry. So by attacking my fort, the enemy is pretty much signing their doom. Now here I'm killing a few of my own men. It's not voluntary, but at the same time it's expected, and I don't really care because these are Levy spear garrison and I don't believe I really need them to win. The other end, these are Katana Kashi, which are really good. So that could be a good idea to keep them. But at the same time, they are significantly better than any other troop that can fight around here. Okay, what I'll do here is I'll remove my line infantry from the wall, and I'll replace them with my garrison, which are expendable. This way, if my troops fire into my own troops, I'll only lose troops that will replenish themselves automatically, and I won't have to wait for them. Now my line infantry is doing a good suppression fire job against those troops. Even though they are not using the ability suppression fire. At the same time here the enemy seem to have been routed. And I don't see anybody climbing anymore. So I'll move my spear levy onto that side where there seem to be at least 2 more units climbing. At the same time now the enemy generals are advancing, and these will be quite important to defeat. So I'll tell my troops to kneel fire. And I'll wait for the enemy general to be inside the castle, and I guess my troops will shoot him down. What about this side? There was cavalry there. The enemy cavalry is climbing the wall, but it's once again only in their disfavor because they are already routed, so they will get killed up the wall. Alright, so there's more line infantry here, which are getting slaughtered now. And the enemy line infantry are routed. And that's it for this battle. So we'll go to the campaign and see what's going on there. Alright, so I just managed to have an heroic victory. I killed 1,300 and lost 200, and I captured a parrot gun, which is a nice thing. I guess I'll use it in the future. Now these rebels are sieging my town, and now they are wiped out because these were only melee units. So nothing to worry about. At the same time there seemed to be another army nearby, eager to serve. Well, I'll keep my money. Don't really need more generals. And now there's an army there. It doesn't seem that big, so it might not be a huge challenge. At the same time, I need to know what's going on over there. And I'm not sure I have any ninja around, so I won't know for sure what's going on there for a while. Now I will order my cavalry here to catch up to my general. And that's not what I wanted. So I had a battle here, I believe, and there's probably not much remaining in that garrison, but I'll wait for my other army to catch up. And I'll probably try to merge the two armies. At the same time here, there's still a rebel Mikawa province. And the advantage of having that is that I don't have to maintain order there. And I don't have to expect any attack from them either. So that's pretty good. Now I'm developing a little my province of Iga. I'll increase the modernization by developing economy there. At the same time, well, here I have two choices. Either I pull back and take care of that army, which I'm not sure if this guy here can actually take care of, or I push further. So I'll push further and defeat this guy here. Alright. And I'll move to Echu, which I hope is empty of any forces. Although it might not be the case, so we'll see. Now that province of Kaga will likely rebel, but at the same time I'm willing to take that chance. I'll move my agent around the place in order to scout. How about going there? Okay, there's a couple of big army ahead of me, so I will have to take care of these. And now let's end the turn. There's nothing more to do. And now it will probably be another boat bally. Although, yeah, a lot of these are friendlies. So all I need to do now is to keep the pressure on and push into the enemy territory and destroy their infrastructure. That's what I can do. At the same time, I probably should not abuse looting, because that's bad for your reputation. And there's quite a lot of ships coming from the Edo Shogunate guys. Interesting, he's not attacking me yet. Which is a little surprising, to be honest. I was expecting him to perhaps attack my province of Ichinzen, but he seemed to be going south. So perhaps his goal is just to loot territory. Now let's see what's going on at Ichu. There's nobody there, so I'll capture it without much trouble. And I will peacefully occupy it. I'll fix this, and I guess I'll produce a police station. What about here? Probably should produce a few troops here in order to preserve the province from rebels. And here it's not because I'm not under attack that I should not produce stuff, but at the same time I don't have the budget for that, so I'll need to move on. And here my armies are finally together. So what I'll do here is I'll merge a few troops together. And there we go. And I guess what I'll do now is I'll attack this place, Suruga. We won't have any casualties. Yeah, that's the case. Just peacefully occupy it. At the same time I have plenty of troops here. which I'm not sure what I'll do. I guess I'll move these. Let's do this like that. And I'll move the rest of these down there. And now what I'll do is I'll take this newly formed army, move it out, move this one in, and now I need to stabilize this region. So I'll cut the taxes and I'll repair this, although I don't have the money for that, so I will need to perhaps I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'll leave this like that. I guess I can afford to have unrest in that region for one turn, and with my other army I'll push to Izu, which is probably badly defended, but I'll find out with my ninja here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have much opposition there. Same time, I guess I should probably send a geisha to entertain the nobles there, and I'll bring my geisha to Itsu in prevision of capturing it. And what else? I need more agent. Now this region seems a little unstable, but it's just one. So I'll send these troops into that town, and hopefully, yeah, they are fixing the stability, which is excellent. While on north, I don't have much choice but to keep my garrison there, and perhaps injure these guys, which are probably going to loot everything. While here it's possible that I'll have a rebellion, but by producing 3-line infantry I'll be able to beat them, depending the nature of this guy. Now let's do it. Ending the turn. Still scouting further in the enemy land with one of my geisha. But at the same time, I think I probably should bring my geisha back and use them to stabilize my new acquisition in province. So that's something to do. My allies are still moving their army around in their own territory without doing anything useful. But this one seemed to be advancing with an army to capture potentially enemy province. That will be welcome, because I probably have the number of province I need to win now, and all that remains is to just capture the last province of Musashi, which is not too far, getting there. At the same time, I need to be careful not to expend too much. Alright, so I'm being attacked there. The enemy army is pretty strong, so that might be difficult. So we'll see that in the next battle.